Good morning, everybody. J.R. Fisher here. It is Friday. It's the end of the week. If you only work during the week, it's not the end of my week. I'm working Saturday and Sunday too, but not that much. Not that much. And actually, in all actuality, I do take off Friday afternoons. My wife and I go to lunch. As a matter of fact, we usually post some pictures. So if you guys would like to see that, just go over to Facebook, friend me on Facebook, and you'll see some of that. I do these sessions each morning to help you guys out. Please post in that chat section if you can hear me. Oh, James just did it, of course. He's on top of stuff. Loud and clear, sunny and 57. What is it here today, James? I'm going to check. I think it's a pretty nice day. I know it's been in the 80s. I talked to my son last night, and he lives in Cleveland, Ohio. He works at the Cleveland Clinic, and it was 30 and snowing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 87 here. Today's going to be 77. Pretty nice day. Pretty darn nice day. And today, yay, I smacked the like button. Thank you so much. Yeah, you reminded me too. Guys, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Subscribe and then turn on all bell notifications so that you're notified every time I go live or I upload a video. And if you smash that like button, it really helps me out a lot too. So please do so. Today, I'd like to talk a little bit about print on demand. It's a really, really easy way for you guys to make some money. And I'd like to go through that. I'm also going to give you some of the top print on demand companies. I'll tell you about those companies, the advantages they have, the disadvantages they have, so that you guys can use some of those. I'll also put those in the chat section as I'm going through all of this so that you guys know all about them. But please put your questions, your comments, your suggestions in that chat area. It really helps my channel out a lot when you do so. Let me get a sip real quick. We have had a busy week. I don't know about you guys. Tell me about your week. Tell me about your week in that chat section. I want to hear about it. Man, we've just been doing so much and going so many places that, oh my gosh, it's overwhelming sometimes, but it's a good thing because we've got stuff to do. And anytime I think, oh my gosh, I got so much to do, I'm just thankful that I have stuff to do. And there's people that get out of bed every day and they got nothing. So I'm really, really thankful for that. I'm thankful for every day. We're going to have our lunch today. I'm thankful for that. And I tell you what, I think the key to really being happy is just being thankful for what you have. I think so many of us on a daily basis, we're always worried about what we want to get next, the next thing we want to get, the next thing we want to get. And instead of just saying, hey man, I'm thankful that you guys showed up today, that you're listening to me, that you're taking time out of your day. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're not watching this live, everything else applies. And only difference is you won't have a chat section, but you can put your comments and questions in the comments section. So feel free to do that. But let's talk about this print on demand thing, man. This is pretty cool stuff. It's stuff that really wasn't as available when I first started out. It just didn't have, there weren't as many companies first off. But it was just something that, it didn't exist. You couldn't do this stuff. And nowadays, literally, you can start a business and have no products and sell custom t-shirts and mugs and hats and wall coverings and everything and not invest a dime in inventory. That is really a pretty cool thing. What's Paul got to say? Currently using Printful for our t-shirts. We've been working on the offer. They offer 3 demo shirts a month while in design mode. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. What kind of shirts are they, Paul? You got pictures, you got links and any of that stuff? I'd love to see it. First off, e-commerce is huge, guys. And I know some of you may be thinking, well, I've waited too long, and I can't get into it now. But that's just not true. Nothing could be further from the truth. The fact is that the number of digital buyers predicted to hit 2 billion for 2020, and they're sticking the numbers in, and rise to 2.14 billion in 2021. That's huge. That's a lot of people, guys. So if you've been thinking about, maybe I should do something online, maybe I should sell something online, I'm telling you, now's the time to do it, because there's so few barriers now. It's easy to get accounts. It's easy to get products. Customers are willing to buy online. They've been trained over years now. Do it. Just go ahead and do it. Now let's talk about this print on demand thing and why it is so cool and why there's so many advantages to it. First off, there's no upfront cost whatsoever to doing print on demand. Literally, it costs you zero to start a business. You only have to pay for the item once somebody actually buys it from you, and then you got to pay, the manufacturer to make it. The customer is going to pay you, and then you're going to send that order to the print on demand company, of which I'm going to give you some in just a second. And I'll actually go through each one too. And then you can have it shipped directly to your customer, and you keep your portion of that profit. It's really that easy. It's that simple. There's no stock to hold. So like when I was beginning, I was selling cell phone cases, of which you can sell on print on demand too, by the way. And I had to buy inventory. I had to sit there, and if it didn't sell, I was stuck with this inventory. You guys won't be stuck with anything. Matter of fact, you can test out a whole bunch of different styles by putting them online and seeing which ones sell, and you only print the ones that sell. I mean, there's nothing better than that. You can sell as many products as you want. Back then, when I started, I was limited to how much money I had to buy inventory. You can do 100 different t-shirt designs or 500, whatever you want, and offer them up to people, and it won't cost you anything whatsoever, which is really, really cool. And you can have them manufactured in advance if you wanted to have them shipped to you, but I don't see the point. I mean, you'd have a little bit better profit margin, I guess, if you did larger quantities, but who cares? If I don't have to invest my money, that's certainly the way to go. You have like low overhead for this too, guys. Only thing you're going to have to worry about is paying for your e-commerce platform, whatever that is. If it's WordPress, if it's Shopify, if it's something like that. Paul says currently firefighter tees, but going to extend with nursing shirts and mugs. Well, my son and his wife are both nurses at the Cleveland Clinic, so they got to check that stuff out. The next thing that's really cool, because I had to have a warehouse. I first started shipping out of my garage. Literally, I had these racks in my garage, and I would go out there every night and pull things off the shelf because I had all kinds of survival equipment stuff, and I would package it up in my bedroom, and that's how I started out. But with print on demand, you don't have any storage worries whatsoever. You don't have to, worry about packing stuff up. You don't have to worry about shipping stuff out. You don't have to worry about printing out labels and all that stuff like I did. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at the top ones. First off, let me put in here, I want to put it in the chat section which ones I'm talking about. First is Printify. I think I get that spelled right. This is the first one I'm talking about, guys, is Printify. Printify is a really cool one. I like it. It's an on-demand company, like all the other ones out there. They have 200 print-on-demand products right now. They've got everything from tote bags to cell phone cases, t-shirts, canvas prints, you name it. They got a lot of different stuff you can do. There is a free mock-up generator on there, which is really cool. It enables you to apply your design so you can actually see it and see what it looks like on an actual product. You can switch colors and designs on it. It integrates with almost all e-commerce platforms, whether you have WordPress or Shopify or anything like that. You can also put it on like eBay, Etsy, any of those things. As soon as your customer places an order, it will automatically be sent to Printify. So it's not like you got to go in and then grab it and then type it in. It just automatically does it. You can order sample products, if you want to do that for your favorite suppliers. You can check out the quality before you start to sell to your customer, which I like, because quality does matter. In addition to that, you can do customized labels too, so it actually looks like it's coming from you when they print up the labels. There's a completely free plan to get you started. They have paid plans, and then they'll give you some discounts if you're on one of the paid plans. Let me get a sip here. So I really like them. Currently, the free plan is, guess what? It's free. In addition to that, the premium plan is $29 a month. That gives you 10 stores per account, which is pretty good. Unlimited product designs. And then they have a custom printing one, which is enterprise too. So it's a really good company. They have manual order creation, also 24/7 merchant support. It's really one that I would recommend. The next one I want to talk about is Printful, and let me put this one in here. The next one is Printful. Let me stick. Oh, I didn't put Printify in there. Here we go. All right. This one here is Printful. Stick this in here. Printful. Printful. All right, this is the one I'm going to be talking about now. Printful. They look very similar, don't they? And let me check out some of your comments. I apologize, guys. I was blown away by the quality of the print and quality tees. They offered 3 grades of tees, and we went with the 2nd grade of tees. Good. The mug you currently are drinking from is the perfect product to sell, by the way. Here it is, guys. Here's my mug. What do you think? You like that? You can print that up at one of these print-on-demand places. You can be in business today. I mean, literally today. How cool is that? So let me give you some more detail on this. Printful is probably one of the most popular print-on-demand sites around. It's known for being really easy to use, as well as providing great customer service. So, it's a really good company to deal with. They got a really wide range of products. You can customize and have these customized product packages shipped directly to your customers, just like the other ones. You can connect your e-commerce store, like what I talked about. So if you've got Shopify, if you've got WooCommerce, if you've got Wix, Squarespace, Magento, no matter what it is, you can connect it. Big Cartel, eBay, Amazon, Etsy, all of them connect. They do have a mock-up generator in there also that you can use. Once you've uploaded your product images to your website, you can start to sell your products immediately. As soon as your customer makes a purchase, the order will automatically be sent, just like Printify. So let me tell you a little bit, a few of the benefits, and I've got them jotted down here. They've got 5 fulfillment centers in North America and Europe. Okay, so you can easily ship your products. Very quick and easy to set up. It's not difficult. Everything is automated, so after the person buys your product, you don't need to do anything else. You have your credit card set up at their website at Printful. It automatically charges you. There's no upfront fees, no monthly fees, none of that stuff. You just pay for shipping and the fulfillment. That's all you have to do. There's a really good variety of products that you can pick from. There's also a mobile app that is for Apple or Android, so you can use that if you want. Operate the whole business from your phone. You can check your orders on the go. So if you're, walking down the sidewalk, you want to check your orders, you can do it. It also integrates with almost every platform, so that's not a bad thing. Now, the downside to Printful is not all of the products are available worldwide, so you need to check this and when you're planning on selling globally. We don't, so it doesn't matter to us. The pricing is completely free to use. You only need to pay for the product and fulfillment, which is really nice. If you'd like to find more about it, just go to printful.com and you'll see everything there. I'm not an affiliate for any of these people, guys, so I'm not trying to hawk any of this stuff. I'm not trying to sell any of it to you. The next one we got is Spod, and I got to put this in the comment section here because you may not know what I'm saying otherwise. The next one is SPOD. All right, I got that in there. Spod, you got that? Okay, cool. So that's the next one there. It's also a print-on-demand service. 48-hour turnaround, though. You can get 48-hour turnaround Spod. That's amazing. You think about this. You send them an order, they print it up, and they ship it out within 48 hours. I mean, that's freaking amazing. So if you want to get a quick turnaround, it's a great place to do it. They also claim that they have the best prices around. They say that they'll beat anybody's price. So if you're strictly a price person and you want to go for that, you don't care as much about quality, you just want price, this would be a way to go for you. They have less than a 0.8% return rate. So the products are very good, I guess. For every 100,000 products you ship, so that's pretty amazing. There's 100 products. There's a little bit less products than some of the other ones, but that they have that quick turnaround, and that's probably has something to do with it. But they do have everything from clothing to men, women, children, accessories. So they have mugs, they got aprons, bags, backpacks, any of these things that you're going to want to sell. You can start creating simply by connecting your customizer tool to your Shopify store, and from there you can select products, you can add designs, you can add text, you can rotate designs, you can do whatever you want. Okay, it's pretty easy to use. They got a library of free designs. 50,000 free designs are on Spod, so you can actually do that. The orders are automatically sent just like the other companies. You don't have to do anything. Everything's shipped within 48 hours, which is really nice. Spod is really designed for Shopify. It does connect with some other platforms, but really Shopify is what it's built for. It's competitor pricing. They'll match or beat any competitor's price. So if you really want pricing, I'm telling you, this is the one to go with. They produce really high quality print-on-demand products. They have a very low return rate, which is I just shared with you. They get 50,000 free designs. Once again, I want to share that with you. So if you don't want to do your own designs, you can use theirs. The customizer tool is really easy to use, just like some of the other ones. I guess the downside is it only really works for Shopify. So if you don't have a Shopify store, you're not going to be able to use it, unfortunately. Their pricing, it's free to install it. You just pay for the product shipping and fulfillment when you sell a product. And of course, if you want to figure out more about them, just go to spod.com and you can get more information on them. The next one is Zazzle. Let me put this in here real quick. Zazzle is a pretty cool one. Z-A-Z-Z-L-E. Okay. Paul says, I have inspected t-shirt printing operations that were large scale, and it's amazing business to see. Wow, I'd like to see that, Paul. He also says some offer deals that you can expand. They will offer better deals and help you grow. Yeah, I mean, these companies are amazing nowadays. They want you to succeed. And if you think about it, if they don't charge you fees monthly, the only way they make money is when you sell a product. So they want you to sell products. I mean, that's their only motivation. So they want you to be successful, that's a good relationship. Zazzle is probably one of the largest print-on-demand sites around. They do print-on-demand. They also have a huge marketplace also. You can browse and you can buy printed products from other artists. And there are a lot of artists in this one here too, guys. Let's see, did I add? Yeah, I added that there. They got a huge range of products. They've got over 1,300 products you can sell at Zazzle. Their marketplace has around 30 million visits each month. So if you don't already have a website and you want to put your product somewhere for people to see it, you can just use their marketplace and put your products there, which is really nice. They have pretty much anything you can imagine. I mean, with that many products, they got bedding and apparel and paper goods and home decor, food, drinkware. I mean, just about anything you'd want. The main difference between Zazzle compared to a lot of print-on-demand sites is that your shop will be hosted on Zazzle. Okay, so you don't need to really integrate. You don't need to pay for another platform or anything like that. So you don't need Shopify or WooCommerce or any of those other things. You can create affiliate product links to your Zazzle store, which is nice. So, you can still post someplace else on social media or on your site or something, and then they can click and they're going to end up at Zazzle. The first thing you need to know when you start using Zazzle is to create a member account, which is quick, free, and easy to do. It's not hard to do. Once you're registered, you can upload any of your designs there. And you can use any of Zazzle's, art products before listing them on your own shop. You can set your own prices, of course. You can specify how much commission that you want to earn on them for each sale. And the customer buys the product from your Zazzle shop and pays via Zazzle too. So you don't even have to worry about the payment thing. You don't have to collect anything. And then what happens is you just get your commission when that product sells. If you want to send buyers to Zazzle through their own or through your own e-commerce, you'll make a 15% affiliate commission on each sale, plus commission that you've set on your own product, which is pretty good. There is no hosting fees whatsoever on Zazzle, which is nice. So if you don't want to set up your own website and you just want to sell products through Zazzle, you can certainly do that. They take care of everything you need. All you got to do is upload your designs. You can do a link, like I said. There's a huge range of products, so that's very helpful that you have that availability. No minimum order fees. Okay, so some of them have minimum order fees. They don't. They're completely free to use. You don't have to worry about any of that. So go to Zazzle. Next one I got up. I like this one here too. This is Guten. Let me put Guten in here so you guys have this one. And let me put that in the chat. This is Gooten. Guten. All right. That's your next one right there, guys. Paul says CustomCAD is another big outfit that people like, especially with hats. Okay, some good videos on YouTube that show hats with raised embroidery. Basically, they stitch over foam templates. Very cool, Paul. Thanks for contributing that. That's another one on there that people can check out. Guten is a white label print-on-demand service They got a large variety of different products. You can have as many stores as you want on Guten, which is nice. You can also connect Guten to your Shopify store if you're using Shopify, as well as Etsy or WooCommerce, whatever else you have. They have an API, so it makes it super simple for you. Let's see here. Paul says, thought Zazzle pricing was expensive. Well, it is, but you're using their platform too. And consider the fact that you don't have to pay for your platform, and consider the fact that you don't have to generate traffic. Traffic's already there. So it's like, if you're selling on eBay or Amazon or something like that, the traffic's built in. I would say the benefits of Guten is it's really easy to set up. They got a lot of different products, like all of them do. They do offer worldwide shipping. They have direct integrations, which is nice. They have several different print companies, so you don't have to deal with just one there. There's no limit to the number of orders they can handle, and there's no minimum orders there either. The downside to Guten, I guess, would be that it doesn't have a lot of the integrations apart from, let's say, Etsy and Shopify app and WooCommerce. If you want to integrate with any other platform, you will need to use their API, but they do have the API available. They don't have any monthly fees, so you don't have to worry about that, and you just pay for the product and shipping. Next one. I like this one a lot. Let me put this one in here real quick. This is Teespring. Let me get in here. I got to switch screens, guys, when I'm doing all this, so that it's a little bit cumbersome, but it's okay. I'll do it for you guys. I'll do it for you. Teespring, okay? Let's check out Teespring. It's another on-demand type site. They have an artist shop, which is kind of cool. It enables you to sell your products online without having to carry any stock, just like the rest of them, of course. They take care of everything for you. All you need to do is go to Teespring Launcher, and you can start designing whatever you want to design there. They've got 50 products to choose from, so they've got a whole lot less products than some of these other companies. So if you don't, if you want to offer a ton of products, Teespring would not be your place to go. You can sell your products on places like Amazon, eBay, Etsy, Google Shopping. You can do YouTube merch shelf and more. Once they place an order, of course, Teespring can handle the production, shipping, and everything else. They have no minimum requirements, which is nice. They can handle customer service for you, which is nice. Customer service can be a pain. Teespring pricing is very transparent. You can see the cost of each product and how much margin you're going to make on each product too. It's really a good option for Amazon sellers. So if you're on Amazon or anybody who wants to get into e-commerce without having their own storefront, that's really what it's designed for. You can sell on marketplaces like eBay, Walmart, JD.com, Wish, any of those places. Very low barrier of entry for somebody who wants to get into doing something like this. They have fulfillment bases in the US as well as Europe. So if you're selling worldwide, they're good for that. They've also got their own marketplace, so you can get your product seen by a huge audience already. Teespring gives you less control over your brand, I would say, since the sales come through Teespring. They don't actually come through you. But they are backed by the Teespring branding, and people know that brand and they trust it. They don't have very large product catalog compared to other POD sites, but they're a good company. Teespring is completely free to use. There's no fees. You choose the profit margin you want, and all you gotta do is go to teespring.com and you can find out more information about them. And let's see here. What's the next one I want to talk about? Next one I want to talk about is, you know what? I think I've given you a lot. I'll pull up CustomCAD because Paul talked about that for a second. So CustomCAD is a digital printing company. They're actually in Detroit. Yes, I know about them, Paul. They use advanced technology to print custom clothing and apparel. There's no minimum orders at CustomCAD. And Paul, do me a favor, just type in there CustomCAD, and that way everybody can see it while I'm pulling up this information here. They do integrate with Shopify and WooCommerce. You can also use their API for custom integrations if you want to do that. You can place orders manually by using a CSV file if you want to do that. They mainly focus on doing clothing and apparel. They do t-shirts and hoodies, that type of stuff, accessories, and they do have 500 products at CustomCAD. Pretty quick turnaround. They're at 2 to 3 days, so that's not bad at all. They offer a wide range of different printing options. They do the embroidery like what Paul talked about, direct to garment. They do dye sublimation. If you want to do that, thank you, Paul. I appreciate you sticking that in there. You can make your own product look exactly how you want. So it's more of a customizing type place. Like I said, they get 500 products. And I'm just going to do a recap here. They're directly integrated with Shopify, WooCommerce. They offer a wide range of white label products. There's a range of different options to choose from. They offer great pricing. They take advantage of higher profit margins than other POD companies do, which is kind of nice. And they do use really latest technology to ensure they're always producing the highest quality products. The only thing I would say downside to CustomCAD is that they only have native integrations with Shopify and WooCommerce. So if you want to do anything else, you're going to have to use the API to do that. They have a free WooCommerce one, and there's a free light app for Shopify too. But there's also a paid CustomCAD plan for Shopify, which costs you about $30 a month, and it gives you discounts on products. So when you're paying that extra $30 fee, you're going to get a discount. So I wouldn't recommend paying that until you've got some volume going. Once you got volume going, then of course you can make up for that 30 bucks. So questions, guys. What questions do you have? I've got a few notes that I put down here on, let's see here, POD. If still gets down to learning marketing like you do and having an audience to sell to. Yes. You know, it's not about the product, and I think a lot of people think, man, if I find the coolest product, I'm going to make money. It's not about the coolest product. I mean, it's nice to have cool products. I mean, that's good, but it is all marketing. What Paul just said, it's marketing. It's knowing how to market to an audience. It's knowing how to build an audience. And you know, I got to tell you, I feel like my sales are secondary to my free training. I give the free training knowing, I know it, that people are going to see it and go, oh, that's some good stuff. Maybe he's got something for sale. And that's generally what happens with me. But I do want to go over a couple things on this print on demand before we get out of here. You know, some frequently asked question. CustomCAD, and since Paul brought that up, works with images that you select. Okay, so when you're talking about copyrighted images, keep in mind they do not assume responsibility for copyright issues. So if you run into that, you're going to have to deal with it. By selecting images, you're accepting the terms and agreements when you deal with it. Now, if you deal with, let's say, Zazzle, Zazzle is referring to any creative assets when you talk about copyrights. So in the digital team, your products are not restricted, such as lines, shapes, forms, icons, or any of that type stuff. Another thing that people ask is, can you use Printify without Shopify? You can use Printify as a standalone platform for your business if you want. If you want benefits of the e-commerce platform, you have to integrate with a sales channel though. So what's the best site? What do you think is the best site? There is no best site. There's a lot of good sites out there. You know, you've just got to decide what's going to work for you. I've included a lot of them in this training today. But you really have full control over what you want to do, and you got to figure out what works. You know, if you're on a budget, starting out, you know, I would say something like Zazzle would be good. If you want more control of your brand, I would say Printify or CustomCAD are good. If you're still undecided about what platform to sell your products out, you know, you can start comparing these things. You can try 2 or 3 different ones and see which ones work for you. I do recommend always testing these things out, guys. One thing I will add is if you're doing t-shirts, this is what you want. This is what you want. The #1 sold t-shirt is a black t-shirt, #1. So when you're thinking about your designs, knowing that most people will buy a black t-shirt, make sure that design looks good on black t-shirts. Okay, if you don't do that, you're going to miss out on sales. It's the #1 colored t-shirt sold, so make sure you're doing that. Do you guys have any other questions or anything else you want to ask? We're getting down to about 9:29 now, and I'm kind of winding down. I got a lot of stuff to do today. Do want to get off for lunch too, though. Any questions you guys have that you want to stick in there at this point, feel free to do so. Let me get back over to that screen so I can answer anything you have. Let's see here. I have seen where people use funnels to get initial sale and redirect to their Shopify store, building your email list in case something happens to your platform or you get in Facebook jail. Yeah, you know, isn't it ridiculous now, I think, that so many people understand that there is a Facebook jail, that so many people lose their accounts. The one thing I would add, guys, is build your list. Build your list. As you get emails, make sure you email your customers, make sure you talk to them, make sure you give them good content, because any of these platforms can kick you off. I mean, any of Zazzle can kick you off. Any of them can. And if you are in that situation where you have all your customers on one of these platforms, whether it's Facebook or YouTube or whatever it is, and they close your account, you're screwed. You really are. So make sure that you build that list, man. Build a list. I build mine every single day. I looked at it yesterday. I got a ton of people on my list yesterday, which is really good, but I'm running ads, so that's why, it costs me money. But man, your list. It's so very important. Let me get a little sip here. And if you are running ads, like I am, make sure you retarget. So I put banner ads on YouTube to the people who have watched one of my videos in the past 60 or 90 days. I put banner ads to my subscribers who subscribe to my channel. So if you're a subscriber, you're probably going to see one of my ads. I retarget people who, have been to one of my classes, or they've done something, some type of action, something like that. So make sure you're doing that. So yeah, so it's been a pretty good session today. I've had fun. I hope you guys have too. Paul says, what does he say? Looking forward to seeing your lunch break. It's going to be a good one today, Paul. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be a good one today. We're going to have a great lunch today. We always have a great lunch, right? I mean, it's the ability. I mean, as a kid, I couldn't afford to eat out. I mean, even fast food, I couldn't afford to eat out. So just being able to go somewhere now and buy a meal, I'm pretty excited. It doesn't have to be fancy for me, and I'm very, very appreciative of the fact that I don't have to worry about where my next meal comes from. There's people out there that worry about that. And guys, if you're watching this, I'm telling you that selling online is the way to go. You have so much freedom. You can do what you want. You got to work hard, yeah, but you know what? You can take off when you want to, and money still comes in. And I can't impress that upon you enough. I love that fact that it still comes in. Loved your video you did on retargeting a while back. Oh, thanks, Paul. And if you want to see that, just go to my channel and type in retargeting. You'll find that particular video. Guys, do me a favor, if you haven't done so already, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified every time I go live. You're notified when I upload videos, and please give me a thumbs up. Everybody on here right now, give me a thumbs up. If you're not watching this live, all this applies to you. Give me a thumbs up, please. It's not asking much. Just click that little thumbs up thing. Yesterday was April Fool's Day, and I watched one of my favorite YouTubers, and he actually got me. And I was like, oh my God, he got me. My wife walks in, she goes, honey, it's April Fool's Day. It's not true. I'm like, you're right. He did the same thing to me last year. Last year I figured it out. This year I didn't. So I don't know if any of you got pranked last year. If you got pranked, or if you got pranked yesterday, put that in the chat section. I love to hear these things. I love to hear some of the pranks that people do. I don't do it anymore. I used to be really into pranking people on April 1st. I don't do it anymore. I think it hurts too many people's feelings, so I just don't do it. But just want to let you know about that. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this today. I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate you asking all the questions and you participating. It means so much to me. It really does. James Breen, I'm impressed with your intimate knowledge of POD, like a volcano spewing lava. Yeah, I've really studied this stuff a little bit. Have a great day. Peace and blessings always, everyone. Everybody say hi to James. If nothing else, type in the chat section, hello, James. Everybody say hi to James, okay? Even if you're watching this afterwards, I want you to put in the comment section, hello, James. He's a great guy. Just put it in there, okay? We can have fun with this. You're limited to hours you can work, but online always allows you to leverage time and no glass ceiling or earnings. Yeah, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what country you are in. It doesn't matter if you're male or female or old or young or black or white or Asian. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just online stuff. Isn't that great? Isn't that awesome? Guys, thanks so much for being here today. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I will be here tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So if you want to know the subject matter, go to my channel. You'll see the subject matter there. Hey, take this weekend and go through 10, 20, 30 of my videos and pick up some stuff and use it, okay? I think it could be helpful for you. My brother, James, have a blessed week ahead. There you go. Paul's talking to you, James. James, talk to Paul. Talk back and forth. Let's see here. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. Love each and every one of you. There we go. guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down if I can get to the right screen. There we go. Come to that screen. You guys have a great weekend. I'll talk to you later.